Um, but anyway, we will move on to our last topic here. Sonic 2, the movie, or Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the movie. Just came out this weekend. Um, I was able to get out and check it out. We'll try to keep this really kind of short, sweet, and spoiler free. Perry, it's been received. It's been split. Critics are kind of torn on it. I think it had last time I checked like somewhere around like a 50 or 60% critic rating, but the fan ratings are pretty high. Um, how do you feel?
When I look at video games as such as this, when it's coming for like mainly focus on kids and things of that nature, I don't really look at critic scores. It's dumb fun. I don't want it to be something that needs to be Academy Award winning. You're giving me Sonic, you're giving me Knuckles, you're giving me Tails, and you're giving me Jim Carrey as Eggman. I don't see anything of critic that needs to happen there. I'm enjoying myself. That's it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. I'll probably go this week, but that's there here nor there. I'm going to enjoy it for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Really, you hit it on the head. I'm gonna say this: if you are not a lifetime or semi-lifetime Sonic fan, this movie is not for you. If you do not have children that you are taking with you, this movie is not for you. This movie may win an Academy Award. If it wins an Academy Award, it's going to be for something along the lines of the best children's movie, maybe some CGI effects, because there were some pretty cool CGI in there. I don't know how they usually section off that particular award, but you're not going to see this nominated for Best Picture. As a Sonic fan, I could give it a 8.5. As a general moviegoer, I give it a 7. But it was a fun movie. I forget what her name is, and I do apologize for doing the stereotypical black thing. But our girl Kelly, I call her Kelly, is because that is what her character's name was in Insecure, is freaking hilarious. They give her so much more to do, without bogging down the movie. A lot of the other human sequences in the movie are quite boring. And this movie runs for 2 hours. I think if they found a reason to pare down the human interactions in this movie more, they probably could have got this down to about an hour 40 minutes, hour 45 minutes, and had a better film. But I understand why it's there. There's this subplot about Sonic struggling with the fact that Cyclops and Tika Sumpter are not his parents. Um, so that subplot is there, and and they have to kind of go by that. Um, so I get why they put it there, but every time we go to see what Cyclops and Tika Sumpter are doing, the movie slows down until Sonic and Knuckles and Tails pull up on their location, and then from that point, it's the third act and things are happening, and oh my god, everything's crazy. Um, but what I'll say is, as a Sonic fan, it gives you everything that you want. There are some really cool Sega Genesis Easter eggs in there. Uh, Jim Carrey puts on one of like a classic Jim Carrey performance. It's like one of the most Jim Carrey things that Jim Carrey has done in recent years. If you loved him in Sonic 1, he is better in Sonic 2. I will definitely say I think that the characterization of Knuckles is solid. He's a strong brute, and I like the fact that in this movie they didn't necessarily make him dumb, but he is socially awkward. They really nail home the fact that he is the last echidna, and because he is the last echidna, while he isn't necessarily stupid, he does not understand a lot of social constructs, and they really nail that home in a kind of a quirky and entertaining kind of way. Um, and then spoiler alert. I don't consider this to be complete total spoiler because it's already all over the internet. People are going crazy about it, and it doesn't give away anything of the plot in the actual movie. But here it is anyway. Spoiler alert. The post-credit scene gives us Shadow the Hedgehog. Just like they gave us Tails at the end of the first movie, you see him for all of like 2 to 3 seconds, and it gets you excited for the inevitable threequel. Um, but all in all, like it was a fun movie. Again, if you're not a Sonic fan, solid 7. If you're a nice, like long life Sonic fan, plenty of Easter eggs there, like Dr. Eggman or Dr. Robotnik's a little butler guy that hangs out with him, runs a coffee shop called the Mean Bean. If you know, you know. I'm not going to get into too much detail on that. And there are plenty of other little Easter eggs in there and things for you to catch on. Sonic even starts to use the spin dash and the Sonic homing attack from Sonic Adventure in this game as well. Y'all see the buzz about the potential for a Smash movie made by the folks that made this. How do you feel about that? What I would say is I would be weary. Smash Brothers has a lot of characters. There's a lot of licenses that go into that, and it would be very difficult to pull off. Quite honestly, Smash Brothers does not have a story to it at all. Sonic does have a story. It's a and for the most part, this movie 1 and 2 follow those stories. Um, so I would be alarmed by how they would pull off a cohesive story about a game with 70 something characters that does not have a story and make it cohesive in a way that would respect all of those characters. Um, but it would be fun if they found a way to do it, and I would be for it if they could do it while also respecting most of the IPs in the game. Um, Back to it. Sonic is good fun. If you have kids, go see it. If you're a Sonic fan, go see it. If you do not have kids, if you are not a Sonic fan, skip it, catch it when it comes out on digital, or go rent it at your digital platform or on Redbox if you're still a dinosaur doing that kind of stuff. Um, Anything else you went out there on the Sonic movie, Perry?
Um, I'm gonna be patient to go see it before I have my own opinion on anything. But I mean, I'm happy that Derek has Shadow now. Um,
Yeah,
that's about it. Sonic's gonna be
yeah,
Sonic, so there's that.
yeah. And something that bugs me, and really quickly before we get into recommendations and start wrapping up here. Um, okay, let's see what Liz says. I mean, Wreck It Ralph took from so many IPs into a story. Maybe Kirby be the main character, like in the last Smash game. So, the thing with Wreck It Ralph is Wreck It Ralph was a video game movie that had video game characters in it, but it wasn't particularly about any particular video game. They involved all of those characters into that movie, but none of them were really pivotal to the story. They just were kind of there in passing. So I think it would
Facts.
really require a different approach. And do we really want Kirby to be a starring character in a feature length film where we have to make Kirby talk? Part of Kirby's charm is the fact that he doesn't talk, and you're gonna have to get his emotions based on facial expressions and his body language, which makes him cute and adorable. I don't want Kirby to have full sentences. Leave him in that weird semi Pokemon esque space. Don't mess with Kirby. We like Kirby how he is.
Kirby, Kirby, Kirby's a Pokemon.
Yeah.